Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Greetings to all my faithful viewers, faithful listeners. Greetings to my channel. Greetings from my channel, The Diary of Thankful FIL-AM Nona. So today is January 28, 2021. I hope you're doing fine today. You're doing great today. The sun is shining here in my home city, but we have lots of snow outside. So that was yesterday's snow. So I do hope it will not be too cold or it will not be snowing again in the evening because it's too cold. You know, senior citizen like me uh, does not like so much cold weather. Okay, so for today's talking point is that I'm going to start uh, doing one of my hobbies, which is painting. I love to paint. I am an amateur painter. It's just I paint when I am uh, I want to relieve my stress and something inspires me that needs to be translated in a painting. So that's what I do. Like since I was a kid, I am so obsessed with colors. When I was a kid, Crayola and watercolor are my toys. Although I call it toys because I would draw and paint it with and use Crayola to to put colors on my drawing. I use watercolor to put color on my drawings. But most of the time it was Crayola that I use because it's more available and it's easy to manage. When I was young, you don't spill anything on the table because in watercolor at that time when I was very young, I don't have the control of making not make control of not making a mess on the table where I was drawing the figures or certain a thing, and sometimes I would spill the watercolor. And you know, if you're young, you don't clean it so well, and there is a stain that would be left on the table. So for now that I am already old, I am of my age, I am a senior citizen right now, I learned to love the medium of acrylic. I really love to to use acrylic in my painting. It's easy to blend the color compared to the oil, and besides, acrylic is not as expensive than the oil. Acrylic is good because you can easily blend the color, you can easily change the color without, and it's easy to dry and it's very fast to dry compared to the oil. You know, oil, if you use a massive color of one color, and you have to wait because you have to let it dry first, otherwise your painting will be messed up. As you can see at my background, those are examples of my paintings. I just remember I am an amateur painter, so uh, you I'm not an expert, so I cannot be compared to all those people who love to paint, but they are already experts. I just paint to release my stress, to make me happy, or something, or somebody has inspired me to do things. It's really like that. You want uh, to pass the time by doing things good that you can see, doing things positively, and the end result you can still see it, and that's it, painting. So I do that. So one of my hobbies too is sewing, but I have to learn. I have to learn the new sewing machine that I just bought. So because it's more high-tech, and in my previous vlogs I'm not so high-tech. That's why I really need your help to improve my my channel. So if you have all the time, yeah, take your time. If you notice something on my channel that that can be improved by, you can just send me, uh, uh, give some comments or send me an email and tell me very like simply, so I will be able to understand all those technology that you would want me to do. First and foremost, I would want to make an introduction, in every vlog that I would be doing. I want a like a introduction of myself that would be the same introduction that would always be included in every vlog that I would do. Then and I would add my recording that I do not know how to do it. So my faithful viewer, if you're listening or if you're watching this vlog, I do really need your help to improve my channel. But take your time, because I know we are all so busy. Okay, so as you can see, there are samples of my paintings that I have done, and you can see behind me, the one with people. It's my son and his wife. I painted it when they were not yet married. I saw their picture on from the Facebook that they published. So and they look so awesome, so I decided to paint them. And I love flowers, as you notice in my painting. So I added flowers too. So that one is my son and my daughter-in-law now. They're now married. So I painted it, and it's just one of my samples, and I hope you like it just by watching it in the background. The next one, they are painting with lots of different flowers, and the background is red. This is a painting that I made when I became very, very, very sick, that I have to stay in the hospital for 1 month almost. Yeah, when I have to stay in the hospital for 1 month, I was sent by my company, the company that I was working with, a very beautiful flower arrangement. I love it so much. It was so huge. So I want to remember it. So when I had to have that picture taken, so I can, when I became well, I decided to paint all those flowers. But I do it so abstract that I did not really paint it the way I was seeing it on the picture that I took. I just selected some flowers that I can add, that I can paint. So it's like scattered on my painting, and I hope you like it. I painted it. So I have a souvenir or something to remember, that whenever I look at that painting, I would um, I would be reminded that that was when that time I got so sick that I thought I would not live. But look, I have a reminder with all those beautiful flowers. I am alive today. Okay, it's not the flowers that made me well. Of course, the treatment of the doctors, of the specialists, and in the medications that I've been taking. It's just that those flowers made me happy that I have to translate it into a painting, even if I didn't. I did paint it using acrylic painting, but I did not put it in an arrangement like in the picture. I just scattered them, and for me it looks beautiful. And the next one, this is like when we were transferring to this house. My husband loved the cherry blossom tree that we had in our previous home. And it was also expensive to buy it. He decided that he would dig it and bring it to our home now. So we thought it would not live. We thought it would die. But springtime, we saw flowers. My husband planted it in front of our front yard, and surprisingly, I think the plant was liking it. It was liking it. The location was liking it, and maybe the plant is getting nutrition from the soil, from the ground, that it bore flowers, and those are the flowers. And although actually those flowers are from one branch only, because it was newly planted at that time that we transferred here, and we didn't even think that it will live, because it was uprooted from the previous home where we lived before. So as you notice, those are the flowers that were born by the tree. So I want to have it remembered. So I took pictures of it and translated the flowers into painting. So I have a reminder. Here you are. You like our new home, so you bore fruits. I bore flowers. Sorry about that. So here they are. They just in just one branch, not everything, not all the branches, because it was newly planted. So the roots have to adjust to the ground, to the soil. They're looking for nutrition from the soil, from the ground. But they were happy that they were brought to this place. I think that's my assessment, that it bore flowers, even if it is in just one branch. But and the color was vibrant. So I said, I really have to take picture of it and paint it. Okay. The next one is, surprisingly, I use a medium of watercolor. And the next one, the small painting, it is a water lily. So if you notice, I painted it and I used watercolor for that. And the reason why I decided to paint a water lily, because when I started, I am very new in YouTube. They're asking for your picture, just like that will be an icon to your YouTube, that this is the symbol whenever you open my YouTube, you would see it. You would see it in my blog, in the screen. I painted it. It's water lily, and that represents me. So it's a representation of myself as a blogger to this channel, the Diary of Thankful FIL-AM Nona. So whenever you look at it, it means I am the one. That's me. I hope you like all these paintings, because going forward, because I really want to relieve my stress, you know, for some reasons, for one reason or another, I really need to release my stress, because I have to, there are things that I really want to accomplish, uh, but it's not yet the right time. Say, for example, I applied for the COVID shot, so I went to the website, the Department State website. Then I was told that I am not a priority, so I still have to wait for it. Being a senior citizen, you know, it's so scary going out, because I still have to wait if I will be able to have the shot, the vaccine. But I am not a priority based on their assessment, because I have to answer some questions there. So just to release my stress of not thinking of all those things that give me stresses, I told my husband that maybe I should paint, and maybe if I paint a lot, I can have a Facebook showing all my paintings. So that is why you're seeing all my example of paintings. Some of my paintings were already displayed or were placed on the wall downstairs, so you will not be able. This one are, I can easily pick them up from my previous home office, which is in another room, just to show you that these are samples of my paintings. So I hope you're really liking them, because going forward, I will be painting a lot, and I am being inspired by Jay Lee. Jay Lee Painting. She has a channel with the same name, Jay Lee Painting. So I'll try to copy her painting, and I will try to prepare all the materials. Then on the dot, I would follow her YouTube, the YouTube tutorial of painting a certain painting. So that will be going forward. So I hope you will be liking it. I'm trying to divert myself from some talking points, because painting expresses myself to my feelings, my emotions to during that time. And also, you might notice that you will not be seeing me. You will just be seeing my hands doing the painting, because as I've told you before, I'm just using a cell phone, an old iPhone, when I have to take all this recording, and you know, it doesn't, and I don't want to move it like so you can see my face. And no, I don't want to move it, because I might mess it up, then I will ruin the recording. So I will just put it in one place and focus it to the painting that I'm going to do going forward. So you will not be seeing my face. Maybe I would say some words or another, then you can hear my voice but not my face. I know you will be more interested in how I do the painting, how I copy the painting of Jay Lee. She's very an expert. Hats off to her. She's really good. She can use so many materials, but she does acrylic painting, which also I like. So So going forward, on the dot, I will be copying it. It will not be good. The end result will not be good because I did not practice it. So it will just be on the dot. So I hope I will do justice in every painting that I would be copying from her tutorial. So with that said, it's now time for me to say something or to share my biblical passage to you all, my faithful viewers. And let me see what I selected for today from this Bible. And I'll share it to you. Okay. Okay. So, what I have selected for today's biblical passage is from Psalm 90, verses 1 to 2. So, here it goes. Lord, you have been our refuge through all generations. Before the mountains were born, the earth and the world brought forth. From eternity to eternity, you are God. Amen. So, it's just telling us simply that the Lord is always there for us from the very beginning up to now, and every time just believe, have faith. It's very simple. Thank you, Lord, for everything for all the blessings that we are receiving right now, and may my faithful viewers receive also all the blessings that they're requesting from you, Lord. I know it will be in your own time, and in accordance with your will, that my faithful viewers will receive this blessing. So I'm about to end now my vlog. So one more time, look at my paintings, because I may not display it again the next time, because I have to use the screen when I follow daily paintings during the tutorial time. So these are the 4 samples of my paintings. The 3 paintings have a media of acrylic, and the other one is a watercolor. The water lily, it has a medium of watercolor. I hope you like my paintings. I will be doing some paintings going forward, and I will create a Facebook for all of that. And I wish you well, and in your own time, you please subscribe and like my vlog in my channel, The Diary of Thankful FIL-AM Nona. I thank you in advance when it's time for you to subscribe. Take your time. I hope you like my vlog again for today, and I'll see you next time in my vlog. And with all my love, I'm saying goodbye now. Goodbye, and love you all.